It is Cup Day here at Farnborough today, and we kick off today with a game, FA Cup game against Oldham, and then we got an FA Trophy game against Concord from down in the Vanarama South. So, yeah, but more importantly for us, it's payday. Now let's see how much we can get paid. All right, and as you can see, we are still top of the league. We are top of the league by 4 points, even though Ebbsfleet have a game in hand. Yeovil have a game in hand. All the chasing pack have game in hand as well. So Ebbsfleet can get within a point. Yeovil can get within 2 points. And then, Altrincham can get within 6 points. So that's not so much. But we haven't been winning all our games. And that's why, they're so close. 1 point, essentially, close. So since you were last here and we beat Leyton Orient and Rochdale, we then played Newport County afterwards and we lost 2-1 in quite a close game, to be fair. And then we went on and beat Barnet and Chester, both at home, and then we went away and we lost to Dorking. And if I'm just looking back at all our dodgy results, they are all away from home. So our away form this year wasn't as solid, or isn't as solid as last year, and I think that just says how good our team was last year in the Vanarama South. Even when we were going away, we were doing the job and we were getting it done week in, week out. This time round, yes, we got a very good squad and I'm really happy with what we built, but maybe we're still struggling away from home. And this next game against Oldham is away from home, but they are on bad form. If we just have a look, so they've got a couple of wins in there, but overall they are still doing really bad, and they're still absolute rock bottom at the bottom of League 2, right above us. So I only picked up 10 points out of 20 games so far this season. You know what? I think this should be a doable game. If we turn up and we play, we can do a number on Oldham. So I'm going to get the team together and we'll be back for the game. Okay, let's quickly go through the loan players that we had offers in for. We've got Alfie Bavidge, striker. He is currently at Aberdeen, 375. Looking at him, I think he could get some goals for us. He's got pace. He's got good work rate off the ball, determination, decisions, and composure, and anticipation, and finishing, first touch, heading, all the good stuff you would want for a growing striker. I feel like he could help us with a few goals on our push for back-to-back promotions that we want. And why not? We should be going for it. We're at the top of the league. All we need is some consistency through the league, and I think we could do it. Right, and we also have Franzak, Polish attacking midfielder, 250 quid a week if we get him in. That's a bargain, I think. Looking at him, he's just as good, or maybe even a little bit better than some of our central midfielders. I think he's going to give competition in the centre of midfield. He could either nail down a place ahead of one of our other players, or just, gives us options for rotating, resting players so we don't knacker them out, injure them. That'll be really helpful as well. I think he's a good addition if he comes. And then lastly is Harvey Godsmark Ford, £200 a week, centre back. And I think he looks really good. Probably as good as Taylor Foran. A little bit better in some aspects, but on the defending front, I think he's probably on that level. But he's got a bit more offensively, like passing and probably vision and that sort of thing. He will be really good for us. And that was for, what's that for? £200 a week. I mean, that would be a bargain, absolute bargain for the rest of the season if he can help us get that back-to-back promotion that we are looking for. Okay. Haven't been knocked out. Unfortunately, we only get £3,000 for that, rather than the 40, 50, 60 grand that we would have got for going through. Probably more like 60 grand, if not more. So that is really disappointing that the money has stopped there. We probably earned more in our gate receipts from the last game though. So, I don't know. We had more games last year because we went into the competition earlier. So I don't really know whether it's more financially beneficial this year or last year. Who knows? But on better note, the under-18s are storming in their league. They're top in their league, and they are through to the next round in the under-18s FA Youth Cup as well. Yeah, and doing really, really good there as well. They've just knocked out Southend. So, yeah, they are doing tremendously. So, yeah, they are through to the third round, and we'll see who they come up against and how well they do there. If I can just look at their league as well. If I can remember how to get there. Competitions. There we go. National Under-18s League. They are top in the league by some way as well. Goal difference of plus 50. They've lost one game out of 16. Won 15 games out of 16. Only lost one. And they're absolutely tonking it in their Under-18s League. So, yeah, really proud of them. We do get regular offers for quite a few different of the Under-18s players. But they're all like, we'll offer you nothing for your player. So I just keep hold of them. And, you know, if they do well in their Under-18s League, then they do well. It's a little cherry on top of the senior squad, really. Right. So, yeah. So our next game is against Concord in the FA Trophy. They are still in the league below us. So, yeah, we will get to that game and see if any of these loan offers come back in the meantime. But yeah, I will see you then. Okay, and it is match day for our FA Trophy game against Concord. And it is the same formation. I've tweaked it a little bit to be a bit more attacking, being lower opposition. Hopefully we can just get out there and get the job done. But yeah, same lineup as well. I give the team a good few days rest in between games because they were quite shattered after that last game against Oldham. So yeah, it's still very much the same. I think I need a couple more subs, don't I? No, because it's the FA Trophy. All right. So yeah, it is copy and paste. It is the same, just a little bit more attacking. Like I say, hopefully we can just get out and get the job done nice and quickly. Could have put Ash Boatswain in, but like I said, we're getting goals from so many different players. Really, I could swap and change anywhere, and it would still be a really, really strong lineup. So, yeah, I think we've got a little bit of a bad form going on. We've lost quite a few games recently, and we need to put that right. Not the biggest turnout today at the Saunders Transport Stadium. Look at that, 3 losses in our last 5 games. It looks pretty terrible, if I'm honest. Even Concord have got a better recent form than us. But yeah, 2 of those loan players came back and they rejected, unfortunately. Still waiting back to hear from the third. So it is back to the drawing board for a couple of those players. Yeah, so we're just going to have to see what we can come up with. But I definitely feel like we need a little bit more depth. It might be a case that I don't do any loans. I've got wage budget. I can still buy players. Well, I can still get players in on free if I find the right people. I'm not just going to fill places with players that just aren't good enough. Oh, that is beautiful. Ball over the top. Pollock just knocks it down to Oyatunde, and he just smashes it low into the far corner of the goal, away from the Concord keeper. That was a little bit of a nice run of play there. Forehand with the ball over the top. Pollock nods it down for Oyatunde. Bam, 1-0. 10 minutes into the game. That is how we need to do it. And we need to get a few more in and make this a nice and convincing game for us. We should be head and shoulders above a team like Concord. So yeah, I know it can be not so simple with a cup game like this. But yeah, I'd like to see a good job done nice and quickly here today. and get our form back on track, as it were. Right, Williams out to Morgan, back to Williams, through ball for Pollock. Can he slot it past him? No, he can't. That was offside anyway. Just went a little bit early there, did Ewan Pollock. He has got better. Got better with it last year. He had so many offsides, just going too early, and that was very close to giving away a penalty there. Sent the Concord player flying in the box, but it was deemed okay. A good tackle by the ref, clearly, and now we've got Iro giving the ball away, trying to charge down that right-hand line, right-hand wing. Yeah, he looked like he just kind of run out of steam there. I think players like Oliver Iro and Tom Olliott, unfortunately, are probably showing their limitations this season. They are still doing a job this year. But if we go up, if we don't go up, I do think those wing positions I will be upgrading. I think they probably very much are like Vanarama North-South level players. But thankfully they are still doing a good job for us for the most part. And now it is back to 1-1 with a bit of sloppy defending on our part and bad goalkeeping. Gregory really he has had some shockers for us this first half of this season. But we are in the Concord penalty box trying to find the lead again. Pulled back to Burness, Iro, and he can't get a shot on target, unfortunately. And we try again. 20 minutes gone. Maybe we're going to make more of a meal of this than it needs to be, unfortunately. We've had more shots, we've had more possession, higher XG, but it is level pegging at the moment. Olliott with the corner though. And he does find a farmer head, but they can't keep his head down, and it goes over. This was not the couple of games I thought we'd have, especially not what I was hoping for, and that is another corner, another farmer head, and again it goes over. We are making this far more hard work than it should be. Oyatunde is down, injured. Oh, they're getting his man sent off. Karoma for Concord. Second yellow card. He is out of here. Was he out of here? Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Free kick to Olliott, and he smashes his shot over. Or is it saved? I think it was saved. All right, fair enough. Straight at the keeper, obviously, though. Olliott with the corner. Now we're against 10 men. Now we should be doing a job on them. But the way things are going so far, I think we're still going to make a bigger deal of it than it needs to be. We've still got nearly 1,400 people in attendance today, so it's not bad. Lower than what our average league attendance has been. But the fans should be turning up for this. We're out in the FACup now. This is still a cup competition, and we can still, be lifting silverware at the end of this year. Right. I'm going to say that was not good enough and totally unacceptable. Go get the job done. Just need to wipe my forehead. And right, it might be hot. It might be too hot. Oh, right. We go again. Imre tries to find Williams, but that is cut out by a Concord player. Come on, we got an extra player. Make it count. Oyatunde wins the ball back, finds Williams. Williams over the top for Imre. Imre, can he get a good cross in? He goes to the byline, gets the cross in, tries to find Olliott, but he can't. Olliott doesn't even jump for it, to be fair. A little bit disappointing. But it is Elijah Morgan with a square ball across the penalty area, and Concord take us out, and we get a penalty. So if we get this in, it should be Imre. He is our penalty taker, and that is slotted away coolly and calmly. 2-1 against 10 men Concord. That should be the job done. But I worry it's not going to be the job done. It's not really been going totally my way, or the way I'd want it to go in this last couple of games. But hopefully we can do something. We do have the whole of the second half to play. So yeah, hope we should have the quality to to get another couple of goals, really. And it's Imre cutting inside, trying to beat his men, beats 2 men, finds Pollock in the middle, 3-1. There we go. Now we're turning on. Now we're getting a job done. That is what we should be playing like. And that is what we should have been playing like against Oldham as well. But it was away from home. Maybe that is it. I'm going to have to figure it out, because if we lose too many games away from home, we're going to throw away our good lead we built at the beginning of the season at the top of the league as well. And yeah, all that hard work early on in the season will be for naught. And we don't want that, right? They have lost all width now, except for their fullbacks. So, yeah, our wide players should have the run of the park, really. And it is Williams through to Oyatunde. Oyatunde pulls it out to Imre. Don't mind them pulling players out. Ooh, what was that? Corner conceded, right? Well, that might have been another penalty there for a second. I don't know what from, but it is Olliott to take the corner. Can he find a head? He finds a head of forehand, but he can't get it on target, unfortunately. Right, let's make some changes now. Oliver Iro not putting in a decent performance again. I'm going to bring on Zach Henry, give him a chance to shine. He is dangerous. He's a very offensive player, but he's been a little bit inconsistent, I'd say. Sometimes he turns it on, sometimes he doesn't. But I'm hoping today against the opposition like Concord and against 10 men, he should get a chance to shine again. Pollock to Olliott. Olliott finds Imre. He beats the man into the box and he shoots on his own and he goes over. Probably a wasted chance there. He should have usually squares it across the box, but he obviously felt a bit greedy this time. Right, let's get another couple of substitutions in. We're already in the nearly 85th minute. Williams. I've not got any cover. See, that's what I mean. I haven't got any decent cover in central midfield, so it's a little bit difficult. We bring on Boatswain for Oyatunde. Target forward, and then who else have we got to bring on? Salim Akambi, I guess, and he can come on for Tom Olliott as well. But that is almost time, and that is a job done for our entry into the FA Trophy. 4 minutes of extra time to go. Concord aren't going to have enough time to bring this back, so that is pretty much job done. And yes, it is. And we go through to the next round of the FA Trophy. It was a job done. I'm not going to say it's spectacular. It wasn't, but it was job done. And sometimes that is all you need. But well, we get a little bit more money in the kitty. That's nearly £5,000. So we are up on our bank balance again, and hopefully we can continue that. That youngster Ash. Jamie Ash confirming to go out on loan to Bishop Stortford, so I'll accept that. They're paying all his wages and giving him a bit of experience. That is good. Still waiting to hear back from Harvey Gosmark Ford, who will be our cover in central defence if he accepts. Like I said, the other two didn't accept, so yeah, back to the drawing board with them. As far as finances goes, we have £364,000 in the bank now. Much improved bank balance after that short but okay run in the FA Cup. We didn't get luck of the draws. We could have had much better luck, to be honest, but it is what it is. We've improved our bank balance, and very soon I hope to be seeing the other side of £500,000 in the bank, and hopefully I can start getting a few more requests accepted by the board, because they're very stingy at the moment. I've only got the one training ground upgrade, and you know, that's the only thing they've really accepted so far, except for like some coaching courses and whatnot, but they're rejecting plenty of those as well. But yeah, let's have a look at the schedule and figure out when we're going to come back, and it's probably going to be for the next FA Trophy game. And Ebbsfleet are up there with us, so we'll probably play the FA Trophy game. And then Ebbsfleet, will they be in second place? Will they be in first place? I don't know. But they're definitely going to be up there somewhere with us, hopefully. We'll still be up there with them. But yeah, I will see you then. As usual, if you've liked today's content, please leave us a like and put a comment in the comments if you've got anything to comment. And if you're watching and you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate you getting on board and joining me with this journey as I try and grow the channel. But yeah, as for now, I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day, and I will see you again in the next one. See ya.